I would say mostly it's what people view of being from an African country. So everything they say is, oh, you're from Africa. Like, do you guys have roads? Do you guys have cars? Type of questions. Like, do you guys go to school? And especially for me, I get this a lot when some people don't know I'm an international student. When I tell them, they're like, oh, but you speak so well. And I'm like, how do you want me to speak? Like, I've been learning English my whole life. So it's one of those things, they have expectations. Like, I'm supposed to have a really deep accent. I'm supposed to like speak a different language, have trouble speaking English, or like have trouble articulating things. And I'm like very strong in math. And they're just like, well, I thought you guys are like specific. They have like specific things that we should be good at. Like, aren't you great at cooking? And I'm like, no, I'm not great at cooking. Like, I just don't cook all day. Like, it's that type of thing. But yeah, they definitely do have like specific things that they think that I do or I should be doing. And it's like, and some of them, I would say more like on a casual level, or just like, oh, you like always want to get like married young. And I'm like, just because my culture is like that doesn't mean I want to get married young. So they definitely have different stereotypes of like how I dress, how I talk, how I do just even my regular way of life. Like, oh, you like rock music? I'm like, yes, I like rock music. I really don't like hip hop. I actually don't know any hip hop songs. Like, it's that type of thing where they expect you to know different types of things. Or they'll just be like, oh, you should know how to dance. I'm like, I really don't know how to dance just because I'm African doesn't mean I know how to dance. So I've had a lot of those things. I've been asked whether we have Christmas in Africa, and I'm just like, I really don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I've had interesting questions like that. But definitely, some of it is coming from a place of truth or a place of sincerity, which is why I stopped getting upset. Because for some of them, they're genuinely, because that's what they see on TV is like the poverty and all that stuff. I'm like, well, if you come to my house, we're not suffering as much as like you see. Like, it's not like it's not happening. So I try to like educate them, and I take that ignorance and try to educate them and tell them, well, there is this happening, but there's also this. Like, yes, there's no kids who don't have shoes, but I'll tell you this, we don't want to have shoes. Like, when I'm back home, I don't want to put my shoes on, but my mom makes me. So the kids that they show on the screen, they look happy because they genuinely are happy. So I have to like break it down to them and explain to them like, yes, there are people suffering, but that does not define the whole country.